Hey up all, and welcome to another Hengist Wild Camps. Well, I'm back out in the Peak District, and as you can see, the weather is absolutely lovely. Just making our way up the nab, which is behind me there. And if I turn the camera around a bit further, I'm with three others in fact. I'm with Michael, Kev Green and Jannu. And we're out for a couple of nights. I think we're making us way over at 7 Minute Crossing and then heading towards Sealstones or Fairbrook Nares. And I'm really looking forward to it. Been a few weeks since I've been up Kinder. Well, I'm going to get my trekking poles out, get some four-wheel drive going for this hill. As per usual, I'll show you some views as I'm walking along and I'll speak to you later. But for the moment, once we've got the trekking poles out, we're going to plod on. I was more worried about you falling over. Well, we've just come up Golden Clough, and just over yonder behind me is the Trig point, the eastern Trig point, the one that has all the paving around it. Kev's just brought us up here because there's the wing spars of what's left of them of a Wellington bomber, well, Wellington Mark III bomber. I'll turn the camera around so you can get a better look.
That's actually fuselage.
Oh right, it's not wing spar, it's fuselage. Kev's just corrected me. One of the many plane crashes that are up here. There's another one just over there, isn't there, Kev?
Yeah, we're going to next to Halifax, which impacted and then bounced, so there's bits of it everywhere.
Right. So yeah, weather's still absolutely lovely. It's nice and windy up here in a cooling way, not in a cold way. It's quite pleasant. So yeah, this is interesting, and we're going to have a look at this Halifax next. So I'll bring you back when we're over there. Well, we've just walked over to the Trig on the eastern side of Kinder. I'll just touch it. Hey! And yeah, we've walked up here because we're next going to use this as a bearing to go and find this Halifax bomber. So that'll be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to take some pictures of this Trig point, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, we've just come down from Trig point. It's just behind where Michael is over there. Yeah, so we've just wandered down from this Trig point, and here's some of the remains of the Halifax bomber. Again, I'll turn the camera around so you can get a better look. Oh, here we go.
This is where it came to rest.
Right, Kev's just, I don't know if you heard that, Kev said this is where it came to rest. Apparently it bounced quite a way. But this looks like somebody has made a cross.
Yeah.
So many wrecks around here. It's quite sad when you think about it, all those accidents, but I suppose that was technology, because, you know, back then. After this, we're going to check out the rest of the wreckage, which is a bit further down there. There's a big wing spar sticking out at ground, so when we get there, I'll show you that on film as well. See you in a bit. Well, we just walked a few hundred yards, and I don't know if you can see that wreckage there. Is that a wing spar, Kev?
I think that's a wing spar.
Yeah, that's quite a substantial bit of wreckage. And if I turn the camera around over here, you can see some people have left some crosses for the people that died. And also, just behind this reef, look at that. That's a piece of armour plating, that, from behind pilot. Behind pilot's seat, I would imagine. It's thick enough, isn't it? 1/4 inch. Well, I'm going to take some photos, and then we'll plod on in direction of our campsite after this, I believe.
Yeah, that's it now. I'm not doing anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty unanimous. I think we're all looking forward to getting our tents pitched, having a sit down, having a drink, bite to eat, and just relaxing. Michael said drying his socks, he's managed to get his feet soaked through.
Very well.
Anyway, I'll see you in a bit.
Right, I need to get in front, please, because otherwise I can't go.
Well, we've just walked along Edge Path up from the eastern Trig point, and whoa, a helicopter. Let me zoom in. Where was I? Yeah, I'm easily distracted. I see a helicopter. I immediately forget what I was doing. But yeah, we've just got our bags off. And brilliant, Crowden Brook is flowing. And it's a pretty decent flow rate. It's better than last time I was here. So that rain till the night must have really topped it up, which is great because I don't have to walk down to the spring now. Well, we've not got far to go now. We get our bags on and we've just got to go up there to Sealstones. And we'll find our campsite somewhere up there. So I'll get my bag back on, we'll plod on up there, and I'll bring you back when we're at our campsite. See you in a bit. I haven't got my wireless mic turned on, just using the microphone on the camera. But look at this, we spotted it from over there. Somebody is giving us wild campers yet again a bad name. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it. Perhaps the tent collapsed at night and they had to get off the hill or something. But what a mess. Oh well, these things happen, don't they? It's a shame. Right, we'll plod on. We're at Sealstones, practically. It's just a few hundred yards up that hill. So I'll bring you back when we're at our campsite. Well, we've arrived at our camp spot, and it's a bit windier than I expected, but nothing to worry about. It's not going to destroy the tent or anything like that. And we've picked a spot with this view. Look at that. That's not bad, is it? Derwent's Edge over there, where I was last week. Wheelstones. Right, well, I'm going to get my tent pitched and get out of this wind. I'll bring you back when it's up. Finally all sorted in my tent. I've adopted a horizontal position to get out of this wind, and my thoughts are turning to a tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. So I'll just crack it open. Whoa, that was a bit of an explosive opening. Smells good. Well, everybody, good health and cheers. E-by gum. That's good beer, that. Well, I'm at my favourite point of the camp. Everything's sorted. And first beer of the day is opened. And
I've got one and all.
Kev's joining me as well. It's good beer, isn't it, Kev? Right, well, as I said, I'm going to drink this and I'll bring you back later. See you in a bit.
Drink.
Well, folks, as you saw before, I had a Scotch egg while I was drinking that first tin of beer. And yeah, the light's starting to go now. It's getting dark. Well, I'm quite full after eating all those Scotch eggs, so I think I'll have another tin of McEwen's Champion to wash it all down. I'll just crack it open.
Oh, feel free to say what variety.
I don't know if you heard that. The Scotch eggs, they weren't the box standard ones that I normally eat. I've got a couple of those as well. But they were, Kev gave them to me, and they were red onion and sausage meat.
absolutely delicious. Even the sausage meat tasted better than the usual stuff. Anyway, I digress. Good health all, and cheers. By gum, still good beer that. Right, well, I'm going to stick this back in my boot or my beer holder and just carry on chatting with everybody and enjoying the rest of this lovely night. I'll see you all in a bit. Well, folks, I've had my food, I've had my beer. I'm feeling a bit sleepy now. Everybody's bedding down for the night, and I think I'm going to do the same. So, on that note, I'm going to go and get my head down. So, I'll see you all in the morning. Good night, all. Well, good morning, everybody. Just woken up, just stepped outside. Lovely. Everything's wet though with dew. So, I'm going to take my time getting up. There's no rush. And I'll start by getting a brew on. I've just made my first brew up morning. I'll just grab it. Oh, it's nice. Well, I'm going to slowly wake up and I'll see you in a bit. I'm finally out of my tent. What a glorious morning. All the grass is covered in dew. But I've beeswaxed my boots, so I'm hoping they're going to be alright. I'll just turn the camera around so you can see our campsite and this lovely sunrise. Yeah, there's the Ashok Valley over on that skyline. That's Derwent Edge where I was the other week. In fact, I think you can see Wheelstones where I was. There's Kev's tent, there's mine, and there's Michael's. And as you can probably tell with these rocks, I'm at Sealstones. Just round about somewhere there. Don't know if you can see the Trig on the horizon. That's where we were yesterday. Absolutely beautiful. Another good thing about this sunshine is drying our tents out. Because it did rain a bit last night and the wind picked up. Nothing too bad. But yeah, the rain was so loud at one point it woke me up. But I was nice and dry inside, so I kind of went back to sleep. I had a fairly good night's sleep as well. Right, well, I'm going to get back to my tent and might have a spot of breakfast. Don't know, not really hungry. I'll see how I feel when I get back there. I've got most of the kit packed up, which was a miracle. I did it inside there, inside that little tent, even rolled up my sleeping pad. Set myself a challenge. I thought, well, you know, it's not always going to be dry. Let's see if it can be done. And it can. What a lovely morning it is still. I'll turn the camera around and walk back to my tent just so you can see this view before I start packing up. All I've got to do really is drop the tent. Morning, mate. What a glorious view that is. As I was saying before, just got to drop the tent next and get it in my bag. So I'll see you in a bit. I've got my bag on. We're all getting ready for the off. There's Kev behind me. Michael's behind me there when I turn that way. And just here, where my trekking poles were, is where I was camping. And I'm doing my usual, which is I'm looking around for any tent pegs, which I may have left behind, but I definitely haven't. I counted them all. And more importantly, any bits of rubbish. And if I see any, I'll pick them up, or if I see any that's been left behind by anyone else. But no, it's all nice and tidy, like we all do. We leave no trace so others can enjoy it. Right, well, I think we're going to head on back over to the Trig point up on the eastern side of Kinder. So I'll show you some views as we're walking along, and I'll speak to you later. Well, we've just got to Crowden Brook, and I'm stood at the start, well, the northern end of the start of the 7-minute crossing. Michael and Kev are just going up there, so I'm going to plod on up that away. You meet all kinds on these bloody hills.
There's no one here.
Like that. Yeah. Walking straight through. Straight through.
Straight through, or... Yeah.
We're just about a third of the way over the 7-minute crossing, and we've just bumped into these three ladies coming in opposite direction. And I just said you're better off walking around that bit rather than following the path through the bog. It was a bit muddy. Well, it's still lovely, it's still not raining, and I'm still enjoying myself. I'll see you in a bit. Well, as I'm walking along, this is a familiar sight, the path on the other side of the 7-minute crossing. Right, let's get down to it. And here we are on the other side at 7-minute crossing. All we've got to do now is just walk down this little path, and that'll take us to the main path between Golden Clough and Grindsbrook, or Grindsbrook as I like to call it. Right, well, we'll plod on for this last bit. And there, that flagged path over there is the main edge path, the southern edge path.
Where are we going? Left, right, straight.
That way. And here we are, back on the southern edge path. Kev timed it when we set off. I think it was 23 minutes past the hour. I said we'd be here for 36 past the hour. But we did stop and speak to those women and stopped and looked at the views a few times. How do we do, Michael, time-wise, do you know?
My watch is saying 29.
Oh, right.
I was up at 13. And we should have...
Oh,
right.
No. It's about 18 minutes.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, that's not bad, that.
Yeah, that's plus stopping for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we stopped as well. I always say it takes about 15. 7 if you're running without any weight on your back, I would imagine. Just a midgie fly into my eye.
About 15.
Right, well, I'm going to put this away and we're going to carry on plodding on. See you in a bit. Well, I don't know if you can see Trig behind me there, but we just walked up to this gate when we came up here yesterday to check some wreckage out. And Kev, while he was getting his pack off, just hung his dog's lead over the fence. And we've come back and it's still there, nobody's had it. So that's good news. Well, I think we're going to make our way back down onto Southern Edge Path now and head towards Crowden. So I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update where we're up to on our travels. Well, we've passed Grindsbrook and we're just approaching Crowden Brook. And then we've got to go through Woolpacks towards the Trig point on Kinder Low, and then make us way towards Redbrook in the direction of the downfall. I'll turn camera around while I go down this little bit here. Alright, let's hope I don't fall. Whoops. Afternoon. And here we are at Crowden Brook. Kev and Michael are coming down the hill behind me, and I might have to change this battery soon. Well, as I said, all we've got to do now is plod on through Woolpacks over towards Kinder Low Trig, and then turn right towards Redbrook. So, I'll see you in a bit. Well, just thought I'd get this on film. We've just come round the corner as we're heading towards Woolpacks, and down there is one of my old camping spots. I call the rock Mr. Stay Puffed, because when you're looking at it, it looks like that character out of Ghostbusters. Right, well, we're going to plod on in this direction. They've got all these bags around where they're reseeding and damming things up, but I don't know if you can see, on the horizon there is Kinder Low Trig Point. That didn't take long from Woolpacks. Well, we've just come through Woolpacks. Well, we didn't come through Woolpacks, we walked around it and took the lower path. And we've just come up to Kinder Low Trig Point that you can see behind me. We're nearly at our destination now. It's only up yonder in direction of downfall towards Redbrook. But what a cracking walk it's been today, apart from that little bit of rain, but wasn't heavy, more like a shower. And it seems to have passed now. Right, well, I just thought I'd let you know where we're up to, and I'll speak to you later. Well, we just arrived at Redbrook, and we're not far from our camping location, but we're going to fill up with water here. It's a bit low, but there's enough. It's still flowing. Right, well, I'm going to get my bag off and grab some water, and let's hope I don't fall in. This is ideal spot here, mate. Fills your bottle up like a waterfall. Right.
Well, I'm going to go where your pack is now.
Right, had a quick scout around. The lads are going to camp up there, and I'm going to camp down here where Kev camped last time we were up here. Nice little spot, away from the riffraff. Right, well, I'll get on and get my tent up. Well, this is take 2. I forgot to press record. Well, I'm all in my tent now. Got the air pad up, sleeping bag sorted, my boots are off, and my thoughts have turned to a tin of McEwen's Champion. Unfortunately, I've already opened it because that was on take 1. But the sentiment is still there. Good health, everybody, and cheers. By gum, that's good beer, that. I'll just pop it in my boot for the moment.
If I turn camera around quickly, I'll show you this view that I've got out of my door. Yeah, can you see down there? That's Kinderez, and I'm staring directly at it. Well, I'm going to get back to my beer and just relax and take in these wonderful views. I'll see you all later. You probably saw me making my tea before. It should be done by now, so I'm just going to grab it. I've got chicken and sweet corn noodles. Got loads of other stuff, but I just fancied these, quick to make. Well, let's get the lid off and give it a stir. Smells good, that. I'll just give you a quick look. Well, let's have a taste. They're nice. They won't take long to eat. Now I'm going to get something else on the go. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Well, I've had my second pack of noodles. I'm about to wash it down with a swig of McEwen's Champion 7.3. So, once again everybody, good health and cheers. Oh, by gum, that's still good beer, that. Well, I'm going to let my food go down, have a chat with lads, and yeah, just watch this sun go down and watch all the colours change while I'm overlooking Kinderez. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm back everybody. I just thought I'd show you this. This is from Kev. It's a mixture of white rum, strawberries, blackberries, blackcurrant and honey. And it takes about 8 months once he's mixed it all for it to come out like this. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, I just wanted to say on camera, good health and cheers all. Oh, that's good, that. Really nice. It's one of those that you sip rather than guzzle. I'm going to put lid on, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Well, I just thought I'd let you know what I'm up to. I'll see you all later. Well, folks, I nodded off before. It's gone midnight, and the rain just woke me up. So I thought I'd quickly turn the camera on and say good night all. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning all, and welcome to Hengist windsock camping. My God, I think it's only about 30 mile per hour the gusts, but the way it's hitting this tent you'd think it was miles more. Consequently, I've not had the greatest night's sleep. I'm absolutely knackered. The joys of wild camping. I could do with making a brew, but I'm not tired, I can't be bothered. Surprised this thing hasn't fallen down during the night. Anyway, I'm going to start to think about getting up. I'll see you in a bit.
Well, as you can see, the conditions are not much better once you step outside of the tent. This is where I was camped. I've had a look around for tent pegs, bits of rubbish, but any bits of rubbish would have blown away by now. So, like we all do, we leave no trace so others can enjoy it. Kev's already gone, Michael's still there, and we're going to get off this bloody mountain now. See you later. I'll just keep this quick because the winds haven't died down. If anything, got a bit stronger since we got onto the top of plateau. Behind me is Low Trig Point, and we're going to be heading on down that way through the Clag towards Jacob's Ladder. So we'll plod on for now and get off this mountain and try and get a bit lower down where it's not as windy. See you in a bit. Look who we've caught up with, Kev. He bailed on us. He said, "F you lot, I'm off."
I don't normally do videos because it's really boring. My goodness, that was one wild night and it's going to be a wild morning. It's 6:45, I'm fucking packed up and I'm fucking off. Enough's enough.
We saw a figure down there in Clag and I shouted, "Kev!" I says to Michael, "I wonder if that's Kev." And I feebly shouted in, knowing that he wouldn't be able to hear me. Got round the corner and Kev stood here. We're going to get off and get down into lower winds down there, hopefully. See you in a bit. Well, we've just come down the old Packhorse Trail and we're at the bottom of Jacob's Ladder, as you can see. And there's the old Packhorse Bridge where Kev stood. Oh, tell you what, it's nice to get down off tops and get out of that wind. Right, we can hear each other think now. Just a nice trundle back to Edale now, so I'll show you some views if there is any, if this Clag shifts, and I'll speak to you later. Just thought I'd give you a bit of an update where we're up to. Normally when we get to Upperboo Farm, we go through the farm and then across the fields back into Edale. But because the weather's so horrible, it was suggested, let's just carry on along the main road. Well, it's not a main road, you can see it. I suppose the main path up to Upperboo Farm. This is how you get here by car. Yeah, we've come this way because it's just a slightly bit quicker. Well, it's not very much quicker, there's just no hills to go up. That's the real reason. Anyway, I'll wait for these two to catch up and then we'll all plod on as a group. See you in a bit. Well, I've just checked the time and it's 8:30. Wow, back at the car park super early. I don't think I've been back at this car park at this time it passed. I've arrived here before 8 o'clock, but I've never got back so early. Well, what a cracking 2 nights out that was with Kev and Michael, who were over there putting their kit away. Weather's been pretty good up until last night, really. I think it was around about 12:10. There was a big squall of wind and that woke me up. And then it started raining and it was just incredibly loud inside the tent. But it survived, it didn't fall down. I thought it might have done last night. The Met said the gusts were over 30 miles per hour, but talking to Kev and Michael, we think it was probably closer to 40 where we were. It was really strong. Well, besides all that, I've had a great time. Brilliant to get out. Yeah, to get back up on Kinder Scout.
because I've been camping in other places recently. What I'm going to do next is get all this kit off and chucking it back at car. But before I do that, I just want to say thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I always say, I'll look forward to your comments because I do enjoy reading those and replying to them. Well, there's no further to say, apart from thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you all next time for another Hengist Wild Camps. Cheerio all, bye.